The government is seeking once again to use law where I believe primarily it is operations that matter more than anything. And in particular, the ability of this country to strike sensible agreements with not just France, but other members of the European Union as well, in order to have a managed system of return, a quota system, frankly, that would make eminent sense in dealing with what is an international problem. We came together on Ukraine. Why on earth can't we come together on this? And that would make sense of Clause 51, Mr Deputy Speaker, the government's wish to have a debate in this House on a cap or quota. I think that's a sensible measure, but it will only work if we extend safe routes of passage in a controlled and measured way. We've got to do more on safe and legal routes. In fact, doing that would strengthen the government's case against those people who are choosing small boats. It's plain as a pikestaff to me. Just to, in perhaps not second reading tradition, but deal with a particular clause of the bill, Clause 3, about the detention of children, which I have great concern about. I know it's a power, Mr Deputy Speaker. It's not a duty. When powers are put into bills, it's usually because the policymakers haven't actually decided what to do and whether to use them. And it's a holding mechanism in order for the government to make a decision. Well, my strong suggestion to them when we come to amendment is to ditch that clause and to look very carefully at the way in which we deal with unaccompanied children, families and women. I do hope, Mr Deputy Speaker, that this bill isn't being used as some sort of battering ram to make a wider political point about the validity of the European Convention, because I can tell you, the European Convention is not the problem in this case. And those who think it is are setting up a massive Aunt Sally when it comes to actually what the issues are. Because whether we're in the Convention or not, domestic law and our rule of law tradition and the procedures that we have under various immigration acts, some of which I've been involved with passing in this House, will inevitably impose principles of natural justice upon any process. And